All right, so to start off, I'm going to grab 2 blocks or 2 pieces of equipment that can help elevate my heels. You can also use a box for this, but what you're going to want to do is drive your heels into that box. Knees are going to be at 90 degrees. I have a weight here just to help exaggerate something that I'm going to show you. But what we're going to do to start with this breathing drill is you're going to reach with your hands. If you don't have a weight or a block that you can squeeze, just reach like this. Press your heels in. Now my hamstrings are activated. Hips up, pelvis is a little bit more aligned. Should feel a little bit better on your low back as well, but you're reaching here. Then we're gonna inhale 4 seconds, exhale 4 seconds, and then each time we go through that, we're lowering down 2 to 3 inches. So inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth, purse lips. Good. Now lower down 2 to 3 inches. That's going to make it a little bit more challenging to keep the rib cage down. Inhale for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down another 2 to 3 inches. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time. This is going to be the most challenging. You may not even get here. That's okay. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Now you come back up. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. Keep those heels driving in. They should be burning in the hamstrings. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. So once you move those blocks away and set the weight down, let your left leg go long. Bring your right knee into your chest. Flex your toe towards your face. Now we're going to really work into the hamstrings. I want you to bring your awareness to that stretch in the belly of the muscle. Try and let that left leg relax. Interlace your fingers around your right shin. Drive that knee into your chest. We're just here for 15 seconds, so let's go for another 5, 4, 3. We're going to switch legs in 2, 1. Switch legs out. Left knee into your chest. Right leg long. Here for 15. Nice, easy breathing. Try and keep that rib cage fully expanding with your inhales, fully contracting with your exhales. Another 5 seconds. And then we're going to go single leg glute bridge on the right leg in 3, 2, 1. Bring the right leg in, left leg up in the air. We're just going to hold this isometric hold for 15 seconds. Keep your core engaged in the front. Try not to arch in your low back. Get the hips up a little bit higher. Here for another 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Switching in 2, 1. Switch. Right leg in the air. Left heel into the ground. Make sure you drive that weight into the back side of your foot to help activate the glutes and the hamstrings. Another 8 seconds here. Here for 4, 3, 2, happy baby, in 1. Bring your knees into your shoulders, grab your ankles, and now let those knees float open a little bit wider and start to work into the groin as well as the hamstrings here. Want to keep the shoulders, head, mid-back, low back all pressed on. Keep that spine nice and flat. Might rock side to side. We'll do 15 seconds here as well. And then we'll go glute bridge in 5, 4, 3. Both legs in the ground in 2, 1. Both legs in the ground, hips come up. Now we're doing a 15-second isometric hold here. Keep both heels pressing in. Squeeze your glutes, maybe even close your eyes and use your hands. Give yourself some tactile cues to feel those glutes activate. Feel the hamstrings fire. Here for another 6. Then we're going to do heel walkouts in 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep your hips up. Walk the heels out. eccentric stretching of the hamstrings. Go 4 to 5 out, 4 to 5 back in. We'll do 5 rounds of this. You might only go out 2-3 steps each time. That's okay. Just bring it back in after you go out as far as you can. We'll go 2 more rounds. Try and keep the hips up the entire time. Keep the hips up, keep the hips up. Last time, bringing it back in. And then lower down. We're going to flip over. Find an extended child's pose. Sit back on your heels, or you can tuck your toes. Then you're just going to reach long with your hands. 2 to 3 rounds of 4 seconds in, 4 seconds out. Rotate your pinkies in towards your ears so that you press the tops of your hands into the floor. Here for another 5, then we'll find a tabletop in 3, 2, 1. Tabletop, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. And then from here, reach out a little bit further, tuck your toes, breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. In this downward facing dog, you're going to spread your feet out nice and wide, hands press evenly into the floor, soft bend to your knees. Try and just give yourself a little bit of a higher hip. Continue to press evenly through your hands. All right, from this downward facing dog, you'll notice that I flipped it around with the blocks. Just want to make sure that those are available to you. We're going to walk forward into a forward fold. And I always like to keep the feet wide, let the knees bend, get the stretch in the hamstrings, not in the low back, so let your torso just rest on your quads. Keep the knees bent, keep those hips up. You might even slide your hands behind your calves, help pull you a little bit close in a passive stretch way. Keep reaching, keep reaching, keep reaching. You're creating that same tension that you'd feel in an RDL or something where you're hinging on the ground, or toward the ground rather. Continue to hold here for another 5, then we'll slowly roll up into a standing position in 3, 2, 1. Slowly roll up. And from here, I want to find a mountain pose. So I'm going to sweep my arms up overhead. But what I want you to feel in this position is a more of a neutral pelvis. So not a anterior pelvic tilt where you got that low back arching. This actually might lead to some hamstring problems. So by simply going here, you change the position of your pelvis and allow the hamstrings to be at a normal resting length. But when they're up here, it makes sense that they're going to be a little bit tighter because you're rotating at the attachment point. So anyway, bring it back down. Engage the core. Feel what good posture feels like. Take a breath in. Exhale. Arms reach up overhead. Now we're trying to keep that long straight line. We're going to step the left foot back and find a crescent lunge. Take a breath in. Exhale. So now we're in this crescent lunge position. What I want to do is get this knee over this ankle. Squeeze this left glute. Left hip flexor opens up. Now from there, arms reaching up. Make sure you got your blocks with you. We're going to come into a pyramid. So you're here. Take a breath in. Exhale, slide back. So you're going to slide back. This is going to be right hamstring focused, hinging forward, pulling the right toe towards your face. You might have a straight right leg. You might have a soft bend. That's okay, but you want to feel this in the belly of the hamstring. Then you're just pressing your left heel back. Keep your hips level. And just breathe into this nice and easy. Keep driving. You can be even more dynamic with this if you drive your heel into the ground as you do this. Continue to hold for another 10. Here for 5. Then we're going to put one block in front of us, and we'll step on it in 3, 2, 1. One block in front of us. So we're going to do some deficit split lunges from here. So we were in pyramid, then you come forward. Now you've got your foot up a little bit higher. This is going to activate a little bit more hamstring stretch as we go into our split lunges. So hands down by your side. Find a 90 degree on both sides. So 90, 90, 90, 90. Hands by your side. We're going to do 5 reps, 5 seconds down, 1 second up. Breath in. Exhale. Lower down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back up. Lower down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Two more. So I'm feeling this a lot more in the hamstring because I've elevated my foot up on this block. Back up. Last one. Then we'll hold it at the bottom for 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we hold for 10 seconds. Feel this hamstring. Feel it work. Feel it work. Feel it work. Here for another 5 seconds. Then we're going to spin to the left. Star pose in 3, 2, 1. Spin to the left. Kick that block out. Arms reach up. Get a nice big wide stance. Then we're going to dive down into a wide leg forward fold. Spin your toes in toward each other. Take a breath in. Exhale, hinge down. Soft bend to your knees. Try and keep that back flat. I like to have blocks here. Help give me a little resting position for my hands so that I can make more of my focus go towards my hamstrings. Spend about 20 seconds here. So I'm feeling a nice stretch in the hamstrings. I'm also feeling a little bit of shaking. That's okay if you need to. Back off by pressing into the blocks. Otherwise, keep hinging down. Here for another 10 seconds. And then we're going to pivot to the left. Find a low lunge in 5, 4, spin with your blocks in 3, 2, 1. Spin with your blocks. Find a low lunge here. Take a breath in. Exhale, press back. Downward facing dog. From this downward facing dog, you're just going to walk back forward into that forward fold we had on the other side. Give yourself a nice hang here. Let that chest fall down. Keep those hips up. Feeling this solely in the hamstrings. This feels amazing. Continue to hinge, hinge, hinge. Hips up, hips up. Here for another 5. Then we'll stand up, mountain pose in 3, 2, 1. Stand up, breath in, squeeze those glutes, abs tight. Exhale. Arms up overhead. Now we hold here. Then we're going to step the right foot back, find a crescent lunge in 3, 2, 1. Stepping back. Find that exhale again. Exhale, keep that rib cage pulled down. Squeezing this right glute so the right hip flexor gets a little bit more length. Right left knee over left ankle. From here now, make sure you got your blocks. We'll come into a pyramid. Just take a breath in. Exhale, pull back. Pyramid, left toe towards your face. Drive that left heel in, left knee slightly bent. Keep your back nice and flat. And then you're just breathing here, 15, 20 seconds. Keep the hips level. If you want a little bit more depth in the stretch, a little bit more of that stretch of the hamstring, just lean, 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 but keep the back flat as you do it. Here for another 5, 4, send one block in front of your left foot, 3, 2, 1. So one block in front, we're going to step up on it, do a deficit split lunge, so you got your foot on top. Step your right foot back, drive both knees, or the right knee down. So now both knees 90 degrees. Hands by your side, take a breath in. Exhale, press up, slowly lower down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press back up, lower down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press back up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more, lower down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. Hold for 10 seconds at the bottom. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're holding. Holding, holding, holding. Again, use your left hand, use your right hand. Feel those hamstring muscles work. Here for another 5. Then we'll spin to the right. Star pose. In 3, 2, 1. Spin open. Take up a ton of space. Take a breath in. Pivot your toes toward each other. Exhale. Hinge down. Wide leg forward fold. You'll notice I'm in the forward fold position, but I'm still keeping my spine nice and flat. I'm not even getting down. Hands rarely are going to touch the floor. I'm wanting to focus this on the hamstring. Keep the back, low back out of it. Spend 20 seconds here, and then we're going to pivot to the right. Find that low lunge. Keep finding a soft bend to the knees. Avoid hyperextension. Here for another 8. Nice, easy breathe in. Here for 5. Spin to the right in 3, 2, 1. Spin to the right. Hands plant. Press back into downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, just walk forward again into a forward fold. And then get those feet nice and wide. Start to drive the knees out. Take a breath in. Exhale. Rise up into a chair position. So knees at 90 degrees. Driving those knees out. Feeling those outer hips. And then all we're going to do from this position, continue to hold for another 5. You're going to step your left foot back. In 3, 2, 1. Left foot steps back. Then you're going to bring your left arm forward, right arm back. We're going to drive into your right leg. Take a breath in. Exhale. So now we're going to hold here. Right arm swings up, left knee, left ankle at 90 degrees. Now this is where it's going to be a little bit of a change. You got 2 options. You can bring your hands to heart center or arms up overhead. We're going to hinge down for 5 seconds. And then we're going to bring it back up. Keep your abs tight. You don't want lower back extension to the point where you're starting to feel a little bit of contraction in this area. So here, I'm going to bring my hands up overhead. Breath in. Exhale. Think warrior 3 as you hinge forward. And then drive it back up. Now that drive's going to feel a little bit fast. So you can go and hold on to a wall or slow it down if you need to. But the goal is to be able to go back 5 seconds, that back, that's stretching the right hamstring. Get to this point, and then drive it back forward. So we'll go about 3 more times. 5 seconds down, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back up, hinge down, 5, 4. Keep a soft bend in your right knee. Extend out. Last one, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then you're just going to hold here for another 5 seconds till we step the left leg back in 3, 2, 1. Step that left leg back. Now you just find a runner's lunge. Shimmy the right foot out nice and wide. Really feel that stretch on the inner groin, belly of the hamstring. And I'm always going to have blocks here to help keep my spine nice and flat, nice and tall. Nice and easy here. We'll do 15 seconds in this position, then we'll pull back into half split. So we'll go in about 7, 6. Slide your foot in a little bit closer in between your hands. Take a breath in. Exhale, pull back, half split. So really similar to that pyramid position. You're just hinging forward, driving the heel in, all about feeling it in the belly here. I have a soft bend in my knee, and then you can use your left foot to either untuck and go deeper or tuck and kind of give yourself a little bit of a kickstand to help balance, but also to help control the depth. I can't go much further if I got that foot tucked. Here for another 10 seconds. Then we'll rock forward, find a low lunge in 3, 2, 1. Rock forward, find a low lunge, tuck your left toe, breath in. Exhale, press back into downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, we'll just go forward and do this again. So rock forward, feet behind your hands, forward fold, start to drive those knees out. It's almost like you're coming onto the outside part of your foot. Arms reach back, breath in. Exhale. Good squat position. Continue to hold here for another 5, 4. You're going to step your right foot back. Right arm goes forward in 3, 2, 1. Right foot goes back, right arm forward. We're going to drive into that left leg. Take a breath in. Exhale. Drive up. Right knee, right ankle, 90 degrees. Now we're just going to do this one time. Next thing we'll do is bring our hands to center or up overhead. We'll do the 5 rounds of Warrior 3 into this knee drive. So I'm going to have my hands at my chest. Soft bend to my left knee. Grip with your left big toe. Breath in. Exhale. Extend that right leg. Stretch the left hamstring. Bring it back up. Breath in. Exhale. Hinging back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back up. Again, if you need to use a wall, use a wall. Continue to hinge forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drive up. 2 more. Challenge yourself. Bring your arms overhead. Hinge forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back up. Last one. Hinging down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back. Now we're going to just hold here for 5. Then we'll drop the right foot back in 3, 2, 1. Step it back. Runner's lunge. Grab the blocks. Keep them underneath your hands. Keep your chest tall. 15 seconds working into this left side. Notice the whole time trying to keep the back really flat rather than rounding down. You're not getting any added benefits by getting deeper at the expense of your spine. Another 7 seconds here, then we're going to shimmy that left foot in between the hands for a half splits. We'll go in 4, start to move that foot in. 3, 2, take a breath in. Exhale, pull back. Now you got your chest pressing towards the quad, left heel driving in towards the mat. Another 10 seconds here, then we'll rock forward into a low lunge. Again, I got my right foot rather, kickstanded. You can lower it down if you want to get deeper. Here for another 5. Spread those blocks out. 3, 2, 1. Find that low lunge. Tuck your right toe. Breath in. Exhale. Press back. Downward facing dog. All right. From downward facing dog, you're going to flip over, and we're going to do one last isometric workout on the hamstring. So what we're going to do is you're going to take a block. It doesn't have to be a block. It can be anything that's really 3 to 4 inches high. A foam roller works great for this as well. But you're going to press your calf. You're going to set it up so it's on your calf right underneath your knee. You're going to make fists with your hands. Then you're going to bring that left knee to 90 degrees. All you're going to do here is primarily drive through your calf. So now my butt is lifted off just 2 inches, but this is an isometric exercise for the hamstring. If it's a little bit too hard, press with your hands to create a little bit of support. But then you're just going to hold this for 20 to 30 seconds. Again, this is going to really light the hamstrings up. So if you need to come down, come down. Otherwise, continue to hold. We got about another 10. Continue to press, continue to press. Here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So now I'm just going to let that left leg go long. Right knee comes into the chest, just like we did at the very beginning. We're going to hold this one a little bit longer. 30 seconds here before we straighten that leg up in the air. Now, as we start to wind down, really important that you notice your breath, notice your heart rate. Make sure you give yourself a chance to bring that heart rate down. If it was up a little bit higher, in through the nose for 6, hold for 2, exhale out for 8. And here for another 5 seconds. And we're going to straighten that right leg up in the air in 3, 2, 1. Right leg straightens up in the air. Now you might have a soft bend to the knee, but kind of respect the flexibility or lack thereof that you have here. And then you're just going to pull that hamstring towards you. Keep the right toe pulled towards your face, and then come back to that 6-2-8. Inhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 2, 1. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more time through that cycle, and then we'll switch legs. Three, 2, 1. Rock forward. Set it up on the left side. Press your fists into the floor. Right knee now bent. Press in. 30 seconds here. Keep the lower abdominals active and engaged. Try not to let your low back start to go into too much extension. Another 15 seconds if you can hold it. Keep driving that calf in, Recruit more muscle fiber. Continue to hold. Here for 7, 6, right leg goes long. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Right leg goes long, left knee into your chest, fingers interlace around your shin. And we'll come back to that 6-2-8 breathing. Inhale for 6, hold for 2, exhale for 8 seconds. As you start to wind down, start to bring some awareness of your breathing, also of your thoughts, so that you can go into whatever meditation that you're doing after in a really relaxed state. Try and stay present even in this stillness. It's one of the hardest times of a class or of a session, simply because you're slowing down. Another 5 seconds here, then we'll straighten that leg in 3, 2, 1. Straighten that leg. Fingers interlace behind the hamstring. Pull the toes towards the face. Find your breath, give yourself an exhale out, and then we'll start 6 seconds in. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold for 2, 1. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more time. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold for 2, 1. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let that leg come down. Let your arms relax, feet go long. Give yourself 5, 10 minutes to meditate.